And we're back.
Are we, though?
Okay, not really.
We were lost a long time ago.
I give up on your expert logic of logicness.
Kinda... Huh. I was sorry, I was just thinking,
Where's he?
like, cause you can, like, there's mods that increase that have more in-depth enchantments, and I was just thinking, what kind of enchantments could you put on a bow? I know I would love to have arrows that explode on contact.
There's crossbow bolts that do that.
Really?
Yeah,
Like, you mean in the game or real life?
in the game.
Huh.
There's crossbow bolts that do that.
I didn't even know there was a crossbow in the game. So, just...
Move it, bucko! Yeah, it was with the Dawnguard expansion you get crossbows. Which I'm actually going to be going after pretty early. You can't finish Dawnguard without the Elder Scroll from the main game. But you can get at least far enough to get crossbows.
Huh, okay.
The bows are better for your sneaky characters, but the crossbow is great for a melee character as a ranged backup.
Because you're not investing... Well, no, it would still go into archery, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it's still going to archery, but it's really...
It's way easier to aim. Well, what's the trade-off with the crossbow? Because I never...
It's louder, and it fires a little slower than most bows, but it also hits a little harder. Like the Dwarven improved crossbow is actually better than a or at least roughly equal to a dragonbone bow.
Jeez.
I don't need your mess.
Dwemer, right? That's what the dwarves are called?
Dwemer. Come here, Archer.
Your crappy short bow. Wait, does he have the hunting bow or the short bow?
Oh, that reminds me, I'm gonna need a bow.
Oh, he's got a long bow.
Yeah, I need a bow. I need something ranged to deal with ranged.
Yeah. And that's where the sneakiness comes in, because you can totally critical, triple damage headshot with the bow. And just stock up on those Drugger arrows.
Yeah. Of which there are so many.
Yeah, you get so many Drugger arrows that, like, it was a while before I ran out and upgraded the steel. Because, like, the Drugger and the steel are about on par.
Yeah?
Let's see where this goes.
I think they both do 10 damage, I think.
10 to 12, something
I'd have to
like
look.
that. You're going to find out before too long, so...
Yep. Well, I think they were carrying steel arrows. No, they were carrying iron arrows. 8.
Yeah, iron is only better than the
Like Falmer
arrow and Forsaken arrows. God,
yeah.
Those things, like the Forsaken arrows, are the worst in the game.
See, what gets me is that, to me, that's kind of wrong, because I mean, these guys they live in the wild. They should be able to make these, if they're hunters, they should be able to make these awesome arrows. Because it's not like they don't get their hands on iron and steel and all that crap.
Right, but they don't have the forges to make proper heavy, deeply piercing arrows.
Yeah.
That, an iron tipped or steel tipped or glass tipped arrow. And glass isn't real glass. It's like
Malachite.
Yeah. I apologize for my voice breaking there.
That's fine. That happens. I looked, and malachite is technically
Related to glass?
well, no, it's technically sturdy enough. You could potentially make armor out of it. I don't think it would be as light as they made it in this game, but
Right. Well, it's still heavier than... It's the, like, short of dragon, it's the heaviest light armor.
yeah, which is kind of shitty. Heavy has so many more options.
Yeah,
Better try this way.
and a lot of the armor mods go for heavy armor, so...
Yeah. Well, even my sneaky archer uses heavy armor now. Oh, I'm detected. Let's see here.
Do you think spiders like fire?
I don't think spiders like fire.
Especially ones called frostbite spiders. Well, I know that's kind of in reference to their poison, but...
Yeah. Oh shit,
Magic
Magica low. Of course it is.
Get those arrows back.
Yeah, not even mine. Oh, too many eyes. Take a few spider eggs. Not too many. I mean, I'm gonna do alchemy, but not a lot. Lockpick.
Like, I always... Like, even with my melee characters, I always went for enchantment over alchemy.
Oh yeah.
So, enchantment and healing magic over alchemy.
Well, the thing is, though, if your alchemy's high enough, you can make a potion that boosts your enchanting that makes your enchantments even more powerful.
Yeah, fair point. But if you're an enchanter, you can make gloves that improve your alchemy.
Well, that's the thing. The way that works is you make the gloves that improve the alchemy, so you do the alchemy to make the potion
To make the
to
gloves.
make the enchanting, and then you make the well, it's more than gloves. You're gonna want more than gloves.
Well, right. Yeah, every available equipment slot.
You can essentially loop that as many times as you want,
Right.
and you could potentially make a really super crazy badass set of armor.
As long as you had enough grand soul gems.
Yeah.
Well, all you needed is one for the end product, but still, you need a lot of soul gems.
Targets flee for 30 seconds.
And
I like
that's-
how it just says targets.
And
Damn, 50% frost resistance. That is hardcore.
well,
Nar-
and as a Nor, you can really you can really grind your healing at a high Hrothgar because of that blizzard thing.
Yeah.
You just take your healing skill as high as you want, but I don't think you want to put like.
What's going on there? What is it? Whoa! I did not tell you to do that.
Well, physics, man.
Oh, buddy.
This game is true to life.
Yeah, because that definitely happens every time I get the fuck in a cart. Seeing as how that bears hit pretty damn hard anyway, so...
But you have a buddy. And aim for the head. Oh. Oh. Get out of the way, punk. Oh, he wants you. Stupid cart. Bear pelt. And if you hold on to like 10 of those, there's a lady. So there's
She'll buy them.
yeah, there's a lady that just give her 10 bear pelts, and she'll be like, yeah, fuck those bears.
Have some money.
Yeah, have some, exactly. Press X to start sneaking.
How many... It's like, I've been sneaking the whole time. What's wrong with you? But that's the thing. I'm not going to invest too many points in the sneak skill. Or not too many perk points.
Yeah.
But... I mean, it's nice to be able to get the drop on a mage or an archer, because they have the range advantage.
There was a time that I got stuck at a side quest boss who was this mage that used like high level ice magic.
Oh yeah, that'll mess up a melee character
And
real quick.
So what? He was in that sunken castle or something by the lake east of High Hrothgar,
There he goes.
Yeah,
or Whiterun rather.
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And so he's at the very end, and obviously, he's blocking my path, and his back is turned. So I was like, I could not kill him in straight melee because I couldn't dodge his spells. Because the room you fight him in is pretty small, all things considered. So what I would do is I got So what I wound up doing is I had my bow and my 400 arrows, and I would stealth, peek around, put poison to the arrow or to the bow, and hit him in the head, and then sneak away or sneak down the hall around the corner so he wouldn't see me. And I just did that, and even with critical headshots, I was dealing like maybe a 1/16 of his health.
Damn.
And I did that for about 30 minutes until but of course he's a spellcaster, and he had greater rejuvenation. So
you'd whittle him down, he'd just bring it back.
He'd bring it up to above halfway, because he wouldn't heal until he hit about a quarter HP left. So I got him to the point, and I was using I had, for one reason or another, I can't remember, I think I was waiting to sell them or something, but I had a bunch of poisons that reduced reduced magicka, and it reduced the enemy magicka, and it slowed the magicka rejuvenation time. So after I got him, finally, after realizing that he's not going to die from just critical shots because he's going to heal himself, I used the poisons to get his magic down. I used pretty much every potion that I had on me at the time to increase my resistances, cripple his magicka rejuvenation, and get him as low as I could before he popped a healing spell. And then I ran in with my greatsword and just started beating him. And every time he cast a spell, my health would go down a sizable chunk. And I made sure to put those magicka harming poison on my greatsword. So I would just go to the menu, use every potion I had, every piece of food I had, to keep myself alive while I beat down the last third of his health. So until I finally managed to kill him. Mage Warrior. I like getting the, there's two I like. I think it's called the Lord, and the Horse. Because the Horse automatically increases your carrying capacity by 100.
Yeah.
And increases your stamina by 50 or something.
And of course, the increased stamina also increases your carrying capacity. So, grand total, it's 150, I think.
Something like that. Because it just saves me a lot of issues. But yeah, our mutual friend, he played Skyrim. I don't know if he ever beat it, but he describes Skyrim as the best looting simulator on the market. Because what can you carry? What can you carry? And there's wolves over there.
Yes, there are.
I do not find the Imperial armor very aesthetically attractive. The steel set I like, especially the...
that reminds me, I picked up a steel helmet. I need to see if it's... That's 19... That's up.
Yeah, the...
Officer's helmet's better.
I believe the Imperial heavy armor is better. Actually, I think the Stormcloak armor is just all-around garbage. So, even the elite...
it's
Stormcloaks.
The regular Stormcloak armor is light armor.
It's light armor, but still,
stat-wise, I don't think it's any better than, leather.
Yeah.
Flowers. He's running down the road. I'm picking flowers. Oh, I guess my flower picking
Days are over.
Yep, I better catch him because he's a running away. Oh, mushroom.
Mushroom. Snake. It's a snake.
I guess we'll call it here with my mushroom. Magic. Gathering.
Magic the mushroom.
Gathering. Yeah.